Hi, my name is Chelsea Burton Dunn, and we are the Four Horsemen going to PopCon Indy this year, 2025. Indy PopCon is going to be June 27th through 29th, and I have two of the authors that are going to be there with us today. We have Morgan Moreau, and did I say that correctly, Morgan?
You did.
Okay, awesome. And Kate Jenkins. Say hi, guys.
Hi.
So these ladies are, they're co-authors. They have two different series. If you wouldn't mind telling me a little bit about your series.
Kate does the best job. So
Okay, for our big series, The Legends of Coralia, so far we've got 4 books out. It's going to be a 6-book series. It is a character-driven fantasy with political intrigue and romance about a queen who is doing everything she can to protect her kingdom, protect the people outside of the kingdom, such as the Nereids, who are mermaids, or a form of mermaid, I should say, and the nobles who are willing to do anything they can to stop her.
Oh, well, I always love a strong female lead. That's for darn sure. So,
And Morgan writes Colette beautifully. Everybody loves her character. She's hard when she needs to be, but also soft and fragile at times. Drinks, curses, and will kick butt at the same point.
okay, woman after my heart. Love it.
So Colette is, I think, really two people in one body, because as I was saying before, I think she's a really hard, tough individual, because that's the position she's been put in. Her guard captain, who has all his little secrets that are involved with this, he knew from a very young age for her, she was going to be run over if she couldn't protect herself. And so he spent the 25 years prior to this book saying, we're going to make you tough, but that's fundamentally not who she is as a person. And so there's a lot of conflict about how she has to be really tough, and she has to make the tough decisions, but that's not what she wants to do.
Gotcha. I love that. It's a level of realism, because we all have those sorts of levels, those things we have to become to get through certain things versus who we actually are. And so I absolutely love that.
If you like Colette from Legends of Coralia, our other series of Vassetre is a romantasy about a duchess who, and I don't fully have this one down yet, but hires a personal guard because the not quite king has decided she needs to take a husband, and one of those suitors may have gotten a little handsy. The problem comes where she takes one look at that personal guard and goes, maybe I like him, and he definitely likes her right from the go.
Woo. Yes.
Mm-hmm. That one's a more adult series. It has consensual BDSM. It also has, it covers a bit harsher topics too, I think, in terms of a female in power.
I like to get dark too. I don't know if you can tell. I have some dark books of my own, so I love reading it. Well, I have 3 just kind of fun questions. What panel are you most excited to do for PopCon this year?
Excited about the romantasy one, and that's because I told Kate this already. That's because the only reason we have a romantasy series is because we wrote a fan fiction based on a review of Legends of Coralia. And so we had to learn like the genre and the tropes and things after that as we developed this story, and it turned out really well. So I'm excited to see what other paths people have taken.
I love that.
I'm actually really excited for that one too, because like the Vassetre series is literally a fan fiction, basically. From a somebody said that they thought that Orion and Colette had great chemistry, and they couldn't wait to see those two get together. And Morgan and I went, "Wait, what? What? What?"
And this isn't a spoiler, but these two characters end up basically being like surrogate brother and sister, which is why it's so funny.
I'm also looking forward to the Spice Rack one, just because, you know, there's so many different variations and levels of spice and what people consider spicy and non-spicy.
Other than like via Zoom, and you two, obviously, have you met any other Four Horsemen authors, or met any that in person that are going to be there?
No. I haven't. Morgan might have.
I did. I met several people at GalaxyCon Columbus a couple of years ago. I actually met Erica at the table when I was browsing and just, seeing what people had brought. And then I went to the Drunken Authors podcast panel that they did. And I had sort of had 4-HP on my mind at that point because they had liked one of my social media posts. And so I was like, well, I'm going to take the risk. I'm going to go. I'm going to meet them. And this was in December, I guess, of 22. And then by February of 23, the contract. So it works out.
It did work out. I love that. Yay. Always fun. I think that's one of my favorite parts is meeting people in person and not just via a screen. Not that this isn't great, but it's so fun to actually get to hang out with other authors under the Four Horsemen umbrella. So it's going to be exciting. My last one, which is, I think, the most fun. If you were going to cosplay at this convention, who would you cosplay as?
Ed Teach from Our Flag Means Death. Absolutely.
So cool. Yes.
For me, it's a weird one because, first off, and this isn't just because of our books, I would love to run around as Laurent or Farron if I could pull that off in a heartbeat. Just, Laurent is just, and Farron's such a jerk. But if I was picking not one of our characters, it would honestly be Donna Noble from Doctor Who. I love her so much.
Yes. Yes. I love that. Yay. I love that we all love cosplaying. That's why asking that question is so fun, because so far, pretty much everyone I've asked that question of has had top tier material and has always had an answer for me also. So I love that. Well, thank you so much for joining me on this little bitty mini interview. And I can't wait to meet you two in person at PopCon. And I hope everyone watching will come out and see all of us at PopCon Indy in June.
We're looking forward to it.
We're looking forward to it. We'll see you later.